It's been more than 4 years since the Horse Girl racing simulation gacha game Umamusume Pretty Derby came out in Japan. And finally, those of us who didn't want to play a complex racing simulation through an emulator, a VPN, and a language barrier are finally able to experience the glory for ourselves. Since the global release in June 2025, the fans have burst out of the starting gate. Social media is kicking with activity. Japanese trainers are using translation and AI to communicate and connect with overseas fans. Large content creators are streaming the game and stimulating awareness.
It's because it's raining! Of course she's gonna win, it's Rice Shower!
Cosplayers at Anime Expo this year were invited to the official Cygames booth and sang Umapyoi while standing around the 2 massive Horse Girl statues. Heck, even one of my own videos blew up and I got over 140,000 views in 5 days. It is the best time to be an Umamusume fan in the West.
Sexist!
This game has gotten a lot of hype, but is it any good? That's what we're here to find out. Just a bit of warning, I'm a little biased because I'm a fan and I already have a large collection of... sorry. This is awkward. Why don't we move on with the video? I could start with a joke. How about that gag where I suddenly cut myself off in mid-sentence? Umamusume Pretty Derby is a roguelike racing simulation game where you train champion horse girl hopefuls and prepare them for competitive races and their future as a veteran by managing their past legacy, energy, mood, connections, attributes, and race pacing strategies to guide them to victory. After spending some time at the academy and training several champions, I believe this is a rewarding and enjoyable game that will delight, challenge you,
and crush your dreams with RNG difficulty spikes that will fuel your nightmares.
The gameplay is unique, but this is a gacha game with the typical trimmings. Free and paid currencies, a generous honeymoon period followed by a drought, limited availability character banners, pay-to-win mechanics, and daily routines to create that addiction loop. Depending on your dependence, it is the type of game that either demands your time, your money, or probably both. So far, Cygames has been generous by allowing you to re-roll your game at the beginning to maximize your initial start, and has provided a lot of free currencies and free pulls. They seem very grateful for their English-speaking audience so far, but only time will tell if this generosity continues. The world of Umamusume has a lot to love. There is plenty of character building during short breaks in the career mode, and even when not racing, you can learn about your favorite trainees, from the story mode that awards currency to the game lobby and various activities, whether it's surprising McQueen on her way to a secret karaoke soiree, debating with Biwa over the traditional value of bananas, or trying to figure out what the heck Gold Ship is talking about. Frickin' weirdo. If you like dating sims, Umamusume is probably for you. If you like a game that rewards thought and strategy with complex simulation elements, Umamusume is for you. If you want a game backed by a great community and history, with a ton of IRL lore, with a huge rabbit hole to dig down into, Umamusume is for you. If you like horse racing, Umamusume is also for you. And if you have dreams of being smothered by Taiki Shuttle, Umamusume is definitely for you. Somewhere in its development, someone decided that it would be best for the girls to also be pop idols. The music is your typical J-pop, J-rock stuff, but there are a few standout songs, but there are some others that are, well... even more awesome. I love how they put so much time into staging and motion capture, but it is also an excuse to sell tickets. And the concerts are kinda weird. Just saying. The game mechanics are simulation-based, there is no direct combat mechanics, and you can't control the races. You just have to watch, kinda like real sports. Your horse girl can choose to be a front runner, pace chaser, late surger, or end closer, depending on her best attributes. The races are really fun to watch and full of tension, but they can also be skipped if you're pressed for time or can't bear to watch nice nature lose again. You got 3rd place, loser, why are you celebrating? Oh, right, that's kind of your thing, huh? Your goal in general is to boost stats and acquire skills. You have speed, stamina, power, guts, and wit to upgrade. You start by choosing a set of legacies that will give you an initial stat boost and other bonuses as you play through the campaign. Then choose from 6 support cards with a character on them that each correspond with a specific stat and provide various boosts during training through friendships that can be leveled up. In fact, your friendships are the first thing you should prioritize on a new character. The game is divided up into turns, and you can choose to train a stat, rest to recover your energy, or participate in recreation to boost your trainee's mood. You can also go to the infirmary because there are random status ailments that can occur. Whatever you choose to do, it will use up that turn, and you only have a limited number of turns before you have to enter a race. You will have to complete each race, and they get harder, requiring more stats and demand more of your Umamusume as you get closer to the final set of races. Whether you win the final race or lose, your trainee is now a veteran, and you can use them in daily races, PvP, and Legend Race. The better you do during career mode, the higher rank you get, and the better your horse will be in those races. You have a limited inventory of veterans, so you can also send your older, lower-ranked copies to the glue factory for extra money. I mean, where do they go? It says transfer. Where do you think they're going?
I would accept no responsibility whatsoever for their untimely deaths, none whatsoever.
They were part of your organization. They worked a couple of hundred nights a year for you. They live this lifestyle.
Of course, there are so many Uma to train and so many ways to train them that the gameplay almost never ends. I would encourage prospective trainers to try it out. Then, if you are going to be playing it for certain, re-roll and try to get some of those meta support cards, like Super Krieg. Give me that candy, mommy. I have a few pet peeves because even a diehard fan of Umamusume can admit when his favorite thing isn't his favorite thing. The game is definitely pay to win. There is PvP, team races, and if you have the money, you can get multiple copies of the best cards, maxed out 5-star max potential Umas, and have a crazy advantage. The tutorial is nice but not comprehensive enough. You have to get a lot of tips from online, or just trial and error your way to victory. The trial and error is a bit rough due to some wonky RNG, and Tizuna here gives you unreliable information. You can have the best possible stats for a race, and she'll say it's because your stamina was lacking. Overall, Umamusume is challenging and engaging. It has so many fun moments and wonderful characters. There's also a great community and a ton of lore, and there's multiple anime series to watch to really get you into this world. Umamusume Pretty Derby is available on Steam and all of the mobile app stores. I'm Dan T of Twisted Banana Productions. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again at the starting gate.